Welcome back, YouTube. Fucking boilers, eh? We're back. This is the big boy edition. Big fucking Billy Bollocks edition in terms of pickups. Fucking hell. We've got Doncaster. Bit about Donny. Doncaster Dome. What else could we chat about? The PlayStation Mini. The PlayStation Classic. What a fucking week that's been, eh? And I've got some eBay, Facebook, and the mighty CEX, Kex, Sex, whatever you want to fucking call it, CEX. Yeah, some nice fucking items here. Some nice items. Right, have I got everything? Fucking shit, you know when you... Oh, it's there, it's okay. Alright, it's alright. There was one little tiny thing there, I've got it. So, I don't know, first up, it's a PlayStation Mini, the PlayStation Classic. Let's have a chat about that. So yeah, it's been fucking less than a week, and I know some people say it's not been hacked, it's not proper hack, it's not been cracked or whatever. Yes and no. I would probably sit on both sides of the fence there, although the work that the guys have done, your Mad Monkeys, I can't remember his name is now, Louis Fan or something, the Japanese guy, and all the other people, obviously the fucking Medcom brains, right? Make no bones about it, it's not me that's done this, it's a lot more clever people. I'm just one of them people, there's loads of people like me that can pick stuff up relatively easy and they can understand what needs to be done. That's all I've done, you know, that shitty 5-minute video. It's not as easy as just putting stuff onto a USB stick. There's a little bit more to it than that. So there was obviously some reverse engineering, there was some actual hacking into the firmware and the you know, the actual code itself. So what they've obtained is basically a set of keys or passwords, if you like, which is what they're struggling with the Neo Geo Mini, which is what they can't do, right? But what Sony had done is they'd kind of left the proverbial keys under the doormat. So there's a, and people might sort of say it's not a hack because they left it there on purpose. That's it. Yeah, the more pessimistic among you would probably say that, and I would be inclined to agree. So there is a way, a functionality that, and I guess it may have been used for Sony, it may have been something like what planned down the line, probably not, to update the firmware on the actual machine. So what they've managed to do is use that avenue, that route in, to obviously get it to read stuff from the drive. And not every USB stick will work either, so it's only certain drivers, hence why certain keyboards won't work and all that kind of jibber jabber. So it's still early days. People asking me to do a video on it, and I'm not going to do a video on it because there's a real risk you can brick your machine if you don't know what you're doing, and I don't want that on me. But trust me, I think before Christmas, and I said this at the time when I did the unboxing, before Christmas I reckon I'll have something. I think before Christmas there may be a safe method. Ultimately, you know, technically, if you like, you can run all the ROMs off an external hard drive now. I think personally it probably crashed the system because I think it's only got like 1 gig of RAM. So to load all those into memory, I think it would just fall, it would keel over. But yeah, that's theoretically you could do that. I'm not going to bother doing it. I'm not even really done much else with it at the minute. That's enough for now, because otherwise people start getting too far ahead of themselves, and like I say, stuff will start getting broken and bricked, and they'll all be up in arms. Where I want to get to with it, to be honest, I don't want all the games or anything like that. I'll just like my own 20. So you remember when they announced it, everyone sort of said, what 20 games or 20 odd games would you like on it? That's what I want to get to. You know, probably I reckon, I think it's 16 gig storage. So you can probably get, if you average one disc games, you know, like 500 odd meg or whatever, maybe 32-ish, maybe it's probably less because you save states and stuff. It's going to be very akin to this NES and SNES Mini. You know, don't go fucking stupid and you'll be fine. That's all I'm after. And say if they're able to write the stuff from the pen, use that as a payload and push it into the internal NAND and rewrite the memory again, which is what you have to do. You kind of have to dump the memory and then rewrite it back in with the new games. If they do that, then I'll be happy. That'd be enough for me. You know, I don't want to have a big stinking hard drive hanging off the back of it and stuff, because that defies the point of it all. So there we go. Right, so at the minute I'm not planning on doing shit tons of fucking videos on it or anything like that. I'm just going to sit back now, wait till they come out with another update, as long as it's something significant and it's not a minor tweak, this, that and the other. I mean, people sort of saying you can press, you know, you do start and triangle, it takes you into the actual menu where you can then load additional games from the stick without having to flash them onto the actual menu itself. They're all minor things, you know, and it's all good stuff, you know, don't get me wrong, but it's not for me. I just wanted to say, put it out there, technically it's been hacked, exploited, whatever you want to call it, so people are aware. Mainly because obviously some people didn't cancel their pre-orders or didn't bother to buy it because it was shit. And if you leave it too long, I think once it gets done properly, it'll be fucking Scalper City. So there we go. That was really the main purpose of the video, to be honest. A, show you it's been done, and C, and B, give you a heads up and sort of say, you know, if you were on the fence about getting one, probably not a bad time to buy one while they're still 90 quid and not 180 or 280 or whatever it might be. I don't think there's a shortage. Sony aren't as savvy as Nintendo, and they won't create a false, you know, a false market, a false hunger like they do with Amiibos and NES and SNES Minis. Sony will just fucking mass produce the bastard things. So that's that out of the way. That's what's been in the news, that's what's been happening. I have been fucking rough as hell, so I do probably still look a little bit pasty and crap. Yeah, I mean, you heard me on the unboxing video, mate. I was croaky as hell. Still haven't properly shifted it, still wake up in the morning. Fucking felt like smoked 20 woodbines. So Doncaster, we went with Doncaster in. We were stalling out. Rob and me, we were stalling out. Was it last week or the week before? Crikey! I don't even know what day. Was it last week? It was last week. This time last week, Sunday. Yes, it's Sunday. It is. This time last week, we were stalling out. Rob, me, and we had Holster. Go check Holster out. Put a link to Holster's channel. Although she was elusive at the best of times. Oh, coming up, yeah. She just kept turning up to collect her money, bless her. I didn't mind. But we had a good day. It was a good day. I think if it had been on a Saturday, I think it would have been a lot busier. I mean, watch a few people's videos, especially those that were stalling out. Just after lunchtime, maybe 1, 2 o'clock-ish, it just died. It just tailed off, and it was, you know, that was it. I think if it had been on the Saturday, probably would have been a lot more people. Because a lot of people probably come in the morning, had to go home, get Sunday dinner, blah, blah, get ready for work. And they wouldn't be knocking about 4 o'clock in the, you know, in the afternoon, late afternoon. But it was busy enough. Yeah, I'd probably liken it to the one that was in the summer. Again, the timings of these things aren't perfect. And there is an argument, like was mentioned before, is there too many of them? Are we being saturated with these ones? Probably yes. Still think Donny's one of the best ones though, to be honest. Just facilities, space and functionality, etc. Yeah, and you get free parking if you're coming to buy. Too many ums. Behind us was Craig's here again with Mink's helping him out, so we had a good little crack between us, you know, sort of shoehorned off the back. Lewis was opposite us, Wish Wash. You had Doncaster, Ant Harper, fucking loads of people all stalling out. Kieran's Game Boys are awesome. Chap I'm going to talk about here, David Jameson from Galaxy Sega Retro Realm. Fucking hell, Lee, nice to see Lee, Gunstar Hero. So yeah, loads of people. You know, a lot of people say hello to Chris Richardson. Nathan was there. Nathan Russell. What's it called? Flying saucepan, flying bedpan or something. Me and Chris were joking because he's changed his name, but I don't know. Anyway, it's good to see them. Good to see the same crowd. Nice bunch of people. I've got fucking some shitloads of stuff here. Some stuff technically is from Doncaster, but it was sort of pre-bought, pre-arranged as a purchase. But what I'm going to do, a couple of gifts. A couple of stonking gifts here. From my mate Craig's here again, and I need to probably send him over a list of stuff. One missing manual. I had this game. I said, oh, I need a manual like that. He goes, just have it. Brian Lara 96. So many thanks, Craig, for that. I know it don't mean much to you, but it's one less for me. It's still in the manual kit from my mate Doncaster. Dana, Crystal Warriors on the Game Gear. So I've only got the cart of that, but always useful to get if you end up with a box with no manual, which I've had in the past. I see my throat's going again already. Right, from me mate Rob. So this is kind of, it's not really a gift, it's like an IOU pending trade, although I don't know if I'll ever have anything that he needs or wants. You know, this is fantastic. Rob had a big big stock. He had a big stock. Rob's got a big stock. He had a large stock. I didn't even. It's a fucking wrong word. Rob had a load. With a load of They import stuff, Japanese stuff, fucking Famicoms, Super Famicoms rather, Famicoms, top loaders and stuff. And you know what? It's one of them things like he had a loose top loader, which would have been enough. But then I'm thinking, well, I've got the Retro Freak. I wouldn't use it. I just have it because I want it. So you really have to fucking. It takes a lot of self-control going to these events, honestly. It really does. And I'm limited for space still. You know, the room is still. It's still there. It's still on the horizon. The proper games room. Anyway, Rob showed me this before. I said that looks really cool. He wouldn't take any money for it as per usual because he's a bastard, but a good bastard. And it is. It's Mario and Wario on the Super Nintendo, Super Famicom rather. And it's like a. I've seen who did a video on this. Basically, you control a little fairy. It's like Lemmings or Sleepwalker. See if I can get you, because it's so fucking big. But basically, you control. So here's this little fucking fairy gone. Right, see there. Let's see if I can get it on. Right, see that picture there? There's a little tiny fairy, and what you need to do is control the fairy to move Mario around, because Mario's got a bucket on his head. Look, so there's that little fairy there. And you have to guide him through the level, and I'm guessing Wario's there to scuppy you or whatever. But this is in absolutely fucking mint-alicious condition. So many thanks, Rob, man. I don't know how I'm going to fucking pay you back. Honestly. I know where it's come from. That's why I know that's why it's in the condition it is, because from my mate Wasabi James. I'll just show you. It's got like fucking the mat. It's never been used. Never been effing used. Look at that. So, cheers, Rob, and obviously by association, James, Wasabi James. Missing me old mate James. Hope you're doing well. I don't even know if he watches anymore. Probably don't. He's probably bored to death of me. But if you are, mate, I hope things are going well. I need to catch up soon. Yeah, so anyway, that is fantastic. It's just one of them unusual items, you know. But some of the stuff that Rob had, because of fucking amazing. So yeah, honestly, I don't know what I'm gonna fucking gift him or swap him or trade him. I have no fucking idea. Empty Budweiser cans. Oh, before I fucking crack on, I mentioned at the top about boilers, didn't I? Because I was going to do this video yesterday. What time is it now? It's like 2:30 now. Probably only got about an hour before the light goes. But the boiler fucking packed in. Packed in yesterday. Got up in the morning, no power at all. It does tend to lose pressure. Wasn't even interested. Loses pressure to top it up and it kicks itself in again. It was dead as a door now. Luckily, we've got that British Gas home care cover. Now, British Gas are a fucking rip-off, but the times that we've used it, to be honest, it has saved us. So they come out, fixed it within 3 hours, 4 hours-ish, 3 hours. So yeah, because the missus is one of these that has to have the fucking heating like in a fucking nuclear fucking reactor. Hot. So yeah, I was going to do this video yesterday, but say, by the time it'd been and gone, it's like 3:30 and there's no chance. So we're doing it today anyway. Fuck it. But yeah, fucking boilers. I mean, especially, it's always at winter in it, so it didn't cost us any money. Thank fuck for that. Because I bet that would have been a couple of £100 for a new lock controller board or something. Fucking boilers. Right. That's a sort of purchase. It is a purchase. Right. We'll do this one actually. There was a chap on either Galaxy Sega or Retro Realm. Ben Smith, his name is, and he put a post up there saying, "I've got these Sega Saturn bits. He's moving them on, or I don't know, whatever he's doing with them. He acquired them or whatever. He wanted £90 for the lot. There was an arcade stick, load of games. Was there a steering wheel? Was it the arcade stick? I don't know. And there was some guy, and there was a controller. So the controller's knackered, the wire's frayed. And I said to him, "Well, look, Ben, I'm stalling out at Doncaster. I'll gladly, have the controller off you, do a trade, give you a couple of quid for it or whatever." There was a guy who's interested in it, and I thought that was it. I thought the guy bought it. Anyway, this chap turns up, never met Ben before, and he hands me the controller, and then suddenly, fucking 2 and 2 together, and didn't come to 5, come to 4. And fucking cheers, man. So he was going to give it me, and I said, "Well, look, have a look on the store. yeah, I think he picked out Sega Saturn game I had a duplicate of, and I said, well, I think I knocked a £5 off. So I mean, it didn't cost me a £5, but the guy was going to give it me, man. And it's just a Saturn Mark II controller, but I've got one of these, but the buttons are missing, or one of the buttons are missing. So it's chewed there. That don't matter. I'm not bothered about that. I just want it for the buttons and stuff. So yeah, cheers, Ben. Honestly, really appreciate that. You know, didn't have to do that. Didn't have to do that at all, but he did. And that's fucking nice people for you. Right. So. There's a chap who, I think it's always Doncaster. I don't think I've seen him at any of them. I'm not sure if he's been at Leeds. Mark Jowett, Sega Mags. Lovely guy. Lovely guy. God, months ago now this must have been. There was a chap who was selling a load of magazines. And I think he wanted to job lot it all. I only wanted a couple. Mark bought them. When I saw that Mark had bought them, I contacted Mark and said, look mate, I'm after 3 of these magazines. I'm assuming, like I say, it's going back months. I said, I'm assuming you're going to be at Donny, this, that and the other. We worked a deal out anyway, so I traded him a load of retro gamers. He had some Me Machines, he had some other magazines. And I said, look, I've got a load of Games TM. I said, look, they're no good to me. I'll do your swap. I'll show you what I swapped anyway. But basically, for a load of Games TM, which, you know, they're not, I say, they're fucking no good to me. I've got a load of. There's loads and loads, lots and lots and lots of CVGs. Now, a few of these I've got, but I basically just picked out the older ones. And he was happy enough. I say, yeah, he got the better end of the deal, but it doesn't matter to me. I've got some stuff that I would want. I'm sure I've got this one, the Alien Storm. Yeah, I've definitely got this one. That is July 91. This one I'm not sure of. This is a Street Fighter one from October 96. So he had a lot of the sort of newer stuff as well from the 2000s, which even we were talking about the magazine. I said I used to get this every single fucking week. I think he's got a full set, and he said when you read through it, you can see where it changes. Again, this is getting later. This is 94. Demolition Man. What are you? What? 93 here. The Terminator. I'm not sure. I don't think these are in that pile. This one I remember as well, with Final Fight 2 and Jurassic Park on it. This is 93. So I've got fucking hell. If you want to look back, in my videos, there's one that says old paper or something. I dug all these out of the fucking attic years and years back. Another 93 one here with Aladdin on the front. And then this one here, which is still in a sleeve, which the Mortal Kombat 2 one from 94. So, I say, a couple of magazines. I mean, I had a big massive bag of like Games TM, which I'd looked around to the shows before. No one's really interested in them. More so because, obviously, when we saw them with Rob and stuff, they're not the centre of attention, whereas on Mark's stall, that's what's there, and he has it like, you know, properly laid out. He's a professional, not like fucking me. So yeah, more useful to him. You know what? The other stuff that he gave me anyway, and this lot here I traded in for some retro gamers. Again, I took them to 3 or 4 shows as well, so they've all gone now. So what we have got, first and foremost, there's a load of Me Machines. So I hooked up my mate Daz. So we had this planned out. God, where was it? Blackpool, before Blackpool. But I say I had a load of Me Machines off Mark as well. Are these in order? Yes, they are. Going backwards. I have got the list of what I'm missing from. I think I'm missing like about 11 magazines now. There's only 24 in the lot. So issue 18 with the mighty Legion of Doom on the front. We've got 14 with F22 on it. We've got number 13 with Mario Bros 3. We've got 11 NHL. I remember this one. Number 9, Ultraman. 8, Sonic. Number 2, last one, with Robocop on the front. So I'm missing 1. I'm missing from 2 to, have I got number 3? I can't remember. There's a lot between the lower end, less than 10s and stuff. So get there, you know. I mean, I'll pick these up as and when I can. But between that and the stuff I've got from Minx and the bits from Daz, you know, I say I'm probably way over halfway in terms of like just finishing that set. Talking of finishing sets, we've only gone and fucking done it. We now have the complete, a full set of the official Sega Saturn magazines. So these are numbered. Number 9. No, hang on. Yeah, number 9 with Virtua Cop 2 on it, and number 10 with Knights in. So those are the 2 that I was missing. So I was only missing 2. So that is technically it was finished. But the other magazine that I had, which weren't in great condition, was this one because the bottom had been ripped, and this is issue 28. So I got an upgrade, if you like, for issue 28. So now I have a full set, another full set, the official Sega Saturn magazine. Once Mean Machine's done, that's it, magazines. In terms of like any whole sets or anything daft like that. The only magazines I am after are the first, I think it's the first 8 issues of S, or what then became Sega Power. So it's got like a big S in a diamond in the corner. Because I remember my mate buying them back in the day, and I think there's, like I say, before they changed the name to Sega Power, I think it was only 8 issues. I think they're the only other ones. Let's pop these back in there. That I'm after. Once I've done the Mean Machine set, so there's probably a handful there, and that's it. I'll be happy. Yeah, many thanks to Mark for sorting me out there. Really appreciate that, mate. Give me a solid. I say, lugging bags of fucking retro games around and stuff like that. Yeah, I had my time with Retro Gamer. I sorted Mark Burnout Culture out with a load. Holster had some before. And to say, it was just the right deal at the right time. Definitely losing the light here. Come on. Still with Donny. From me mate, Daz, Cojones del Oro. If you watched this video, and you should have, he picked up a PC Engine Duo R, fully modded, all the bells and whistles, and a number of games. Being selective in what's picking up, so to shuffle on some of his the unwanted, if you like, recoup some money. He had this, done it for a fucking mate's rates all day long. You can get this for a couple of quid on the PC Engine. This is a turbo version. It needs to be in English, really. It's Dungeon Explorer. So RPG, 5 players, I think. Jesse, Bithead 1000 always rags on about this one. What did his last videos on about that stupid witch with a hook nose? I haven't played it because, I think I might have the PC Engine version loose cart. But yeah, many thanks, Daz. Nice one. Sweet as. Let's pop that up there. Sticking with Doncaster. Alright. So we've got some tasty motherfuckers here. I'm just trying to build a bit of excitement. Oh dear, I don't know the best way to do this. Tell you what, let's come back to Doncaster. So it would be better to do these in a single lot. We'll come back to Donny. Stick Donny on the back burner for the moment. Right, from Facebook, let's do it this way. Yeah, from Facebook. What's the chap's name? Raymond Osmond, I think. Had this game on there. I think it was like 25 quid. It's missing a manual, but you know, hopefully I can acquire the manual. I'll have to do a case swap on it. Again, not a problem. So we do 20. I think he's chipping away at the Mega Drive set as well, so I think he was looking to raise funds. 20 quid, man. Lomax on the PlayStation. Looks very, reminds me of Flink a little bit. Really colourful. Never played it before, so it is missing the man of the wow. But hopefully I can. I'll have a route to obtaining one of them. Yeah, I had to do a case swap. I think one of the hinges was snapped and stuff. I think it was Australian, had a G on it. Doesn't matter because it's all the same packaging other than the stupid G. So that went for a Burton anyway. Yeah, I mean, a mint one of these CX 60 quid. So yeah, 20 quid. That's posted as well. Yeah, I'm in on that. Right. We'll do this one, this is the oddity. Not bought anything on this system for, God, it's got to be about a year, if not more, maybe. Watching Glenn Plant. So if you don't know who Glenn Plant is, you need to go and check him out. Big N64 guy. This is N64. Yeah, I bought an N64 game. He did a video. He's going through the whole N64 library, reviewing them in his own unique style. He used to, I suppose he still does. He hasn't done one for ages, because he reviews like PAL, you know, English games if you like. PAL does US ones and he does Japanese ones. Japanese ones he calls the Japs on. Fucking brilliant. So anyway, it just done Zelda Ocarina of Time, 40 minutes. That's long for Glenn. The way I can always tell if Glenn likes a game is by the length of the video. So if it's only got 4 minutes, it means it's shit. Anything upwards of 10 minutes, it's a solid, decent title. I think this one might have come in at about 15-20 minutes. I can't remember. I'd heard about it. I've seen it on Japanese. Japanese, you get this for about a fucking tenner, like peanuts, absolute peanuts. But you can't play it because of all the text. And it's always interested me somewhat. And when he, off the back of his video, I was like, fuck me, I need to have that game. So as you do, being influenced from YouTube, hop onto eBay, have a look around, and it's US. So sometimes that works to your favour, because obviously the size of America, stuff isn't quite as rare. If that makes sense. It's a bit more mass produced. This one, I think, because it was a late release, is less so, and I think he even mentioned that in his video. So there's one on there, and the listing was really, I had to read it like 3 times, and it looked like a fucking absolute steal of a price. But then when you read the details, it was in a universal case, and there was this one that was on a bid in the UK, right? So I ended up winning it. Probably, now looking in terms of Byte Nows, probably less than half the price of a Byte Now ish. But when you look at the bids, it's probably about the going rate, just under the going rate, if that makes sense. But you've got to win the fucking bid first, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, it is an auction and that's the price, because obviously if you had 2 people that really want it, it'll go up, it'll go above that. So, you know, sometimes the auction prices, although they're the quote-unquote going rate, that's not what you can buy it for, because you've got to win the auction for that much. It's not like Byte Nows, which is usually a bit more of a solid indication of the value of something if they're consistently sold for that much. Anyway, I digress. He'd reviewed this game, and it sucked me in. I thought, you know, I'm never fucking gonna play it. Right, let's be honest. But for like just over 70 quid, right? So it's just a lot of money. We've got ourselves Ogre Battle 64, Person of Lordly Caliber. So it's Final Fantasy Tactics style with RPG, you know, say very akin to Final Fantasy Tactics. I haven't played it because I say that it's this or the Japanese version. There was no PAL release. Apparently, Glenn mentioned in the video, it was planned and it just got canned. Everything's in there. It is absolutely superb. Now, other than what everyone says that, oh, it's complete other than this bit's missing, so it's not complete. So it's not mint other than, oh, it's mint other than this bit of damage, so it's not mint then, is it? It's in good condition, right? I'll just show you. because whoever had it before, and I'm sure this guy said it was out of his collection because he had an end label on it. Some idiots opened it from the wrong end. So instead of opening it from that end, they've been opening it from the lock. So that bit there is, see what I mean? So that, if I iron that, it'd probably pull it straight. But the fact it's in the old box protector, I think we'll be alright. But another game to sit on a shelf. Never get played. When I retire, which I'll probably end up being dead before I end up retiring, let's be honest. But yeah, but apparently I think Glenn had said, okay, go and watch this video. Great guys, Glenn. One of the few people, you know, he's a big tuber, but he's a fucking nice guy, decent guy, and he'll always talk to you. I'm sure he said there's multiple endings as well, and it's not a case of just changing things at the end. The whole story arc has to alter as well, sort of thing. So it's, yeah, worth. I think he said it's definitely worth playing through twice, if not more so. Yeah. So Ogre Battle 64. Go and buy it. Waste more money. Go on. Don't be like me. Don't be stupid. Put your money into gold. Put your money into bitcoins. Right. Mega Drive. The fucking Mega Drive. Fucking Mega Drive. Back to Donny. Right. So at Doncaster, I mentioned at the start, David Jameson, the fucking biggest jock I've ever seen in my life. Fucking massive bloke. Fucking David and Goliath. He's fucking Goliath. Got his name wrong. Should be called Goliath Jameson. Lovely guy. He was there with his missus. She was really nice as well. Bless her. I'm sure she was at the store more than he was. He was off fucking, because I think it was his first show as well. So there's a lot of the people from the Facebook groups was there, like Wes was there, Wes Harper, stuff like that. He was off buying a fucking Nomad or something the last time she talked. She said, "Is it?" I can't do a Scottish accent. She said, "Is it a Nomad?" I said, "Yeah, it's a handheld Mega Drive." And she just rolled her eyes. So David had bought off of another guy his whole Mega Drive set. The chap was selling his Master System, selling everything. I can't remember what his name is now. Another Scottish guy. So obviously David was looking to recoup some money. So I've done a deal. I'd agreed to buy a number of games from him beforehand at Doncaster. It's got a bit mishmash. This. Hang on. Right. There's one more in this, but I'm not going to show you it till the end. Because it's a good one. Anyway, I said to him, right, I need these games. And he did me a fucking one game he gave me for free. So we've got, I'm just going to lift the list off. Cyberball, like fucking £7 game or something. These are all complete, in great condition. So we've got Cyberball, finally. Fucking Cyberball. This one could be a tricky bugger. You see a lot of this on eBay, no manual. So about these EA games and manuals. It is Virtual Pinball. So glad to get that one off the list as well. Never played it. Looks a bit basic in terms of a pinball game. This one you see a lot on the continent. I'm sure I've looked at this as well. When I was looking at this, the Australian one has got a different cover. It's still PAL, it literally is a different cover. And this is Pebble Beach Golf Links, Sega Sports. It's one on the Saturn as well. It's probably more widely known on the Saturn. I wouldn't be surprised if this didn't come out really. It's a blue spine! It's a blue spine! Scott Brand, Sega Zombie! He's in the fucking conservatory. He's in the conservatory, same as me. 1994. But yeah, again, in great condition. And then last one. Now, I need to speak about these types of games because who was I talking to? Now, was it David or was it somebody else? And they said to me, you don't count these games in a full set because of compilations. I've spoken about this before. I'm not sure about that. This is definitely a stopgap. It needs an upgrade, but the guts of it are here, which is the important thing. Again, I think this is probably one that David upgraded. This is his old one. It's from that lot he's bought. Obviously, a lot of the stuff's just been upgraded. It's Sega Sports 1. Now, it is mank. It's water damage to fuck. So the insert is bollocks. But the internals are absolutely fantastic. So what I'll do, you know, if I can get one that's just a carton cover, then fine. I've got the instructions there, and I'll upgrade it. But he chucked that in for free, so thanks, Dave. Honestly, really appreciate that. But yeah, I'm not on the fence about these compilations. You know, like your mega games and stuff like that. Because I still think they count. I think if you had to go in the shop and buy that off the shelf in the UK, then to me that's a release. Although yes, Monaco, Wimbledon, and Ultimate Soccer are games in their own right. I don't know. I can't remember who it was that told me that. And I kind of sort of see it from both sides a little bit. I can understand it. So at Doncaster, so there was another one as well that I'd agreed to buy, but I'm going to leave that one to the end. Before he left, there was another one there, and you know, my main sort of goal, if you like, from Doncaster was to get some cash for Christmas, offset some of the cost of Christmas, basically. I bought a few nice bits, as you sort of saw, and you could have literally just fucking blown your wad easily there. And he had another game that I was interested in, and I was like, and before he left, he came back and he went, "Do you still want that?" And I said, "Oh yeah," and he went, "Give us 20 quid." So another fucking fantastic deal. Again, this one I've been looking at on eBay. About the going rate. It is about the going rate. I mean, less sort of postage and that. I've definitely seen it buy it now for 20 quid. But rather give him 20 quid. I mean, I think the price he had on it was a little bit high at the show. But at £20 I'm a player. And it is Revolution X. Oh. Aerosmith jobby. Yeah, 28 quid on it. Have a blue spine! Scott Brand. It's like a zombie. So yeah, you know, he didn't have to offer me at 20 quid, let's be honest. Although you could probably argue, you know, you could just go and buy it off eBay for 20 quid still. It's not the point, is it? You know, he's selling it for what he wants to sell it for. You can't tell whether it's too high or too low. It's up to people. It's people's own discretion. It's his shit. Like I said before to people, it's your shit. You do what you want with it. It don't matter what anyone else fucking says. If you think it's worth £1 million, then that's fine. I'm just trying to line up the insert. It does annoy me when it goes all fucking on the piss. It's fucking art. It's a dark art, it is. Yeah, so it is nice and complete, lovely and complete. And is this in the claim box? It is in the claim box as well. So even though it's blue spine, it doesn't come in a 3 1/4 box. It comes in a claim box. So another one off the list. See where I'm going with this, don't you? It's not what you think, though. It's not what you think. If we get too excited, it's not. We're not there yet. Now, he had this. I think he knocked a £5 off this as well. And at the time, I thought, you know what? It's complete, but it's got a reproduction insert. And he said it's got. We could see it fucking mile off. There's no point even lying about it. And in my head, I thought, well, because I had a little bit of money, you know, especially from storing that, I thought, well, look, if I can get that as a stopgap, I can always get on eBay and maybe get one with no manual relatively cheap. Anyway, it turns out it kind of worked out a little bit like that anyway. And it's Havoc. This can be a bit of a bastard. So that is a reproduction insert. It is obviously that style. There's 2 styles. This one is one of the Skull and Crossbones, but it's like fucking French or something. But it is all complete. Which is the main thing. The manual's always the fucking money in it. So I had that, and I was quite, you know, I was kind of thinking, right, okay, it's a make do, some make way. It's not ideal. Sometimes I probably prefer to have an original insert and no manual. This is the opposite way round, which is a little bit more easy to deal with sometimes, especially in terms of upgrades. because it's hard to get older manuals. It's easy to get. So anyway, so them's were there. That's the bulk of what I got from David, other than one game I'll show you. And I was happy enough with that. Then I think it might have been that Saturday. Was it the Saturday? When the National Lottery, it was, because I think it might have been Saturday, or was it the Monday? I think no, it wasn't. It was the Saturday's lottery. I'd won an item, and obviously didn't know until the guy didn't contact me till the Sunday night, I think. Monday. I must have replied to him at some point, because I remember him messaging me again. Oh, what have I won? And when I looked back at the thread, I could sort of see that I commented, so that fucking pisses a fart. Fucking Blue Spine. This game, Nathan Russell had this, bedpan, saucepan gaming, at Blackpool, and I think he had it for like 60 or more, I don't know what it is. It ain't fucking cheap. I've got this loose cart, fully enough, and it is a fucking bastard to get hold of. There's a few on eBay. Oh, here we go, yes, that's right. I'll tell you what the guy's name is. Kevin Hughes, right? And this is a nice touch. He sent me a little Christmas card, look, first fucking card. I beat the kids to Christmas cards. Just says, all the best for Xmas and New Year, Stuart, from Kevin Hughes and family. Okay, now. One up on the kids. So what I've won, and we were just, me and Dane and someone else were talking about it, and because I won about raffles, I think it was Rob, or Stu always wins raffles. I'd won a raffle bonus ball thing for fucking ages, and then talking about I won this. And do you know what? I don't go on them. I only go on them ones if it's stuff I want, because people buy, they do job lots, and people go into it so they can break it down and spin it all out. And that's fair enough. I'm not into that. I just tend to go on the raffles of the things that I want or I need, and this is one, and it's fucking paid off. Couldn't have believe it. It's Foreman for Real Boxing. Blue spinach. Man, Scott Brand, Sega Zombie. And obviously it's a fucking boxing game. Don't know what it's like. Never played it. Where's the year? 1995. Fantastic. Hardly been fucking opened. So it's probably shit. But it's, I mean, I don't know what it was. It might have been £2 a ticket. I can't remember now. I might have only had 2 tickets or something. So it saved me fucking 60 odd quid, you know what I mean? And it's another one off the list. So we're getting there. Right. Ooh, boy. I don't know which way to do this. We're going to do that one first anyway. That's the shower. Right. 4 left. So, this one is a recent acquisition. There's a chap, I think he was on Retro Realm. Okay, he's not on there now, he left. I mean, luckily I'd managed to buy these off him before he got fucking fed up and pissed off. I think he's definitely left the group, because I tried to thank him, but he just sort of said he's not a member of this group anymore. Alec Connolly, I think his name was. Danny Liscard. Now the only people I know down that way is Rich King Retro, and obviously Mr. Bads and Chris, but I think they're sort of more northern Cornwall, where I think Liscard's down where Rich is. I don't know, I don't really know Cornwall that well. But this guy, someone had recommended that he join it, because I think he was listing these on the local Facebook group, and this chat said, look, you'll get more traction on these groups. And he was trying to sell the whole lot for stupid money, and I think he went around the houses a few times, and I made a comment saying, look, you're probably better off breaking it down. People will buy bits of it off, i.e. myself included. And then it got to the point where he'd done it with 2 games, and he was trying to list 2 of the same game for like good money, but no one's going to really want 2 unless they want to sell one. And so someone asked him how much one was complete, and he said a price, so that meant the other one was a certain amount of money, and I was like, well, I'll have that one without the manual for a certain amount of money, definitely, right? And then he had this other game, so all in total, yeah, these ain't cheap, they're not cheap, but I thought if I don't buy them now, I'll fucking kick myself. So over 200 quid, 210, I think he wanted £10 postage, I don't know why. I tried to say to him, it ain't gonna cost that much, it didn't. but I think he'll factor in the packaging for a £5. Anyway, doesn't matter. What I paid for the other game, fine, I'm happy. So this one was basically 50 quid. It's a lot more than the one that I got from Dave, but this is all, it's all there, it's all complete, it's all legit. I've had to clean it up a little bit. Now is this, I can't remember now, I think this might have been Dave's cartridge. I think it might be Dave's cartridge. Anyway, it is Havoc. It's Havoc again. So this is the Skull and Crossbones one. So the other one is that one. So there's two, with two variants, two different covers. I don't care. I'm not collecting variants. That's legit. That'll do. It had the fucking G on it and on the spine here, which is not cool. It's come off all right. It's come off enough. You can't even hardly see it. But these do look to be Aussie ones, which is fine. Again, I'm leaving them on there because it does give it a bit more authenticity. There you go. It's Havoc. Codemasters. Well, you've seen it all before. And the insides are exactly the same both. This manual, again, neither of these manuals are perfect. This one's slightly better. It does look like it's coming away a little bit, so I'm not going to fucking touch it. It's enough. So what I need to do, essentially, I need to get some money back out of that one. Like with the manual and the cartridge for that, essentially. Which I think is doable. I think if we get near as damn it, what, you know, as close to sort of 30 quid or whatever for the pair of them, then I'll be happy. I mean, there's bound to be someone out there that needs a fucking manual. There's a lot of those that haven't got the manuals. So we'll see. Right. That's where it gets interesting. Remember I told you she's a big boy. In the big leagues now. From Dave, we'll do this one. This is the only one that's complete out of these three. This is, we're getting fucking the thin end of the wedge now. So I agreed to buy this off Dave. He did me for a really good price. Really good price. I bought those games that I showed you, the ones that I didn't mention the prices on, and this one before Doncaster. Well, I paid him half, so I owed him half of this one, and he was quite happy to wait. It just helps me out a little bit because that way I can offset the cost a little bit. And I didn't notice it as much. And that's the other thing. Someone has paid me like fucking Scottish pound notes. So I said to his missus, because he worked there, I said, "Look, yeah, you can have your Scottish money back again." Because it scares the hell out of me. Caledonian, Bank of Caledonia. Fucking hell. So for, again, close to 200 odd quid, I think this was. Again, half and half. Half PayPal and half from Doncaster. So don't really see it. He's not come out of the bank, if that makes sense. Pirates of Dark Water. I don't know anything about it. Apparently, so was it a Disney or it was a cartoon? Not a minter, but in still really good, you know, good enough condition, honest condition. The label was a bit chewed up, so I had to do a bit of the old the sticking on it, which it's fine. A lot of these, there was one guy that was selling one on the forum. I think he took it to CX at the end, but his cartridge was the label was chewed up. Don't know what it is about it. Manual's in the baggie, where it will be staying. So yeah, so he hadn't even. I'm guessing he was just sort of sitting there and he was gonna, you know, at some point go through and price stuff up. I'm sure he had 2 or 3 of these. So he's becoming a high-end megadrive dealer. That's his fucking. That's his job. But yeah, fucking really ratchet it up. So that's 200 odd quid. I've got 2 more games here. I think. Anyway, we'll do these ones first. So from CX, I'm not going to do the CX thingy, there's only one game. Anyway, it'll just break up the flow. I think this one is worth more than this last one. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It's not complete. Neither of these two are complete. But really happy to get them, honestly. For the price I paid, So this is CEX, this is credit. Again, you know the crack with CEX, you rally up credit, don't you? It is, again, it's missing the manual. It's all fucking, other than that, it's all pucker. Alien Soldier. So, even boxed CEX 240 quid. It'll do for now. It'll do, pig. Pig, it'll do. Really nice. Again, I had to do a bit of, just these fucking blue labels, you can just see in the corner there, look. I had to stick it down again. I don't mind too much. You've got to be careful with the labels. If you oversaturate it, the label starts to dissolve, and you can turn it. It can just come away itself. So that's fine. I'm happy with that. Say not real. I suppose you could argue it is real money if you're trading stuff in, but it's not money out the bank. I'm just getting really conscious. I've got to get some of these big hitters off the list because they ain't getting any cheaper. They're really not. And I'm not going to say that they're rare or anything like that, just because that's, you know, I mean, you could probably buy. There's probably more copies of that, right, online than there is fucking Foreman for real. So what could trump Alien Soldier? Now, I don't know about this. I've not really looked at it. This is the second game that I bought off that guy, Alec Connolly. He had another one of these, which he had as complete. And Raymond, who I bought Lomax off, he was asking about the complete one, which I think the guy wanted 350. So he said 300. He said for two of these he wanted £400. So when Raymond asked how much was the complete one, he said 350, which meant this was 150. And I was like, I'm having that. I say I'm not overly fussed about manuals too much. It's nice to have them and all that kind of stuff, but £150, fucking hell, I'm having this game. I think it's worth double that without the manual. I could be wrong. I say the high end of stuff I've tried to avoid, and I know a lot of people when they collect, everyone collects differently, and a lot of people go for the big hitters, get them out of the way, and everything else then it goes that way. And I don't know. For me, I've always just gone the opposite way. And I've always done it, if that makes sense. Because I think I find it easy if I've got a smaller number to deal with. Even though they're worth more, I can, in my head, I can manage acquiring them easier. I don't know why. Anyway, when he said this much, I was like, I'm having it. Fucking, I'll have that. And obviously, then chucked in Havoc. It is legit. I've looked at it. You can tell it's not fake because I was worried about the insert. To be honest, I even videoed me opening the box because he showed me pictures, but he showed me the top of them like this, and I was like, that could be two fucking Sonics you put in the bag, you know. Because I don't know from Adam, and then obviously he's left the fucking Retro Ramble Galaxy Sega, so I thought I'm going to videos. I paid goods. I'm not stupid, but just in case. But yeah, you can tell it's legit. Now, sorry, the one that was complete when he was selling it to Raymond said, "Oh, can I have a look at the manual?" Takes a picture of the manual, and the manual looked legit until the last page. There's a little stamp, a little tiny stamp, and Raymond spotted it, and it said something like "Yo-Yo Reproductions," and it's really fucking small. So obviously the manual was a reproduction. The cartridge, I've had the cartridge open on this as well, and it all looks legit. It's fine. And yeah, I can tell the insert's not, it's faded, it's got age to it. Again, it looks to be an Aussie soft one. I'm going to leave that label on there because it gives it a bit more provenance, you know. And you can just tell it's not a reproduction. And it is Mighty fucking Punisher for 150, no manual. A lot of money, I know. But I thought if I don't buy it now at that price, I'm fucking stupid. Bit of damage there. Again, I can live with that for this price. And there you go, there's the Aussie soft one. A little bit sun faded there, you can tell, and a little bit on the front here, but I prefer that than me not knowing it was legit. And the cartridge is fine, so I have opened it up. It is a legit Sega cartridge. To be honest, I haven't tried it. I can't see it being a fucking dodge. It's got a bit of age to it, you can tell. Yeah. Probably is Sonic inside it. But why would anyone do that? I suppose I could do. I'll try it and I'll put a note at the bottom or in the description. But yeah, fucking 3 absolute titans. 3 absolute titans. So we're down to 9. 8 or 9 for the whole set. The whole PAL, UK PAL, not doing the Australian exclusives. It's just UK PAL. Still got Mega Man. Still got Death and Return of Superman. Still got Spider-Man animated and Separation Anxiety. We've got Probotector. We've got Onslaught. Adam's Family Values. Probably 1 or 2 more. Still some money in them, you know. We'll see. It's not going to be before Christmas. There's no chance of that now. But that was just the right, and I've just been paid as well, so that's why I could afford to do that. Otherwise, there would be no chance. But yeah, so that's where we're at, guys. That's the update. We'll see what happens. Next video, could be fucking anything. Could be nothing. Could be something nothing. Some people might say, well, why did you buy Ogre Battle 64, Stu? For 70 quid, you could have put that towards another game. I know. But it's just the way my brain works, which is badly. And it's always nice to have a goal ticking over in the background, you know. So that's it. I'm going to love you and leave you. Take it easy, YouTube, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.